Lost one last night. The Jays now heading to the West Coast to continue their World Series run against the Dodgers, tied at a win each. Last night, the Jays bats fell silent after Friday's slugfest at home with LA. Here's how it all went down. The Dodgers striking early, top of the first here. That's Will Smith ripping a single into center field. That brings easily Freddie Freeman to the plate. LA goes up 1-0. Third inning, 1 out. Alejandro Kirk at the dish. High drive to center for the sac fly. It is George Springer who scrambles home. That ties things up at 1 each. Top of the 7th, that's with 1 out, and Will Smith doing some more damage here, smacking a solo shot to left field, 2-1 LA. Still in the 7th, Max Muncy with the second solo shot of the inning. And that's all they'll need. Dodgers win this one 5-1. The final. Pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto goes the distance for the victory. The series switches up to LA for Game 3. That is tomorrow night.
We're feeling okay. It's 1-1.
It's okay.
Lots of games left.
We haven't been there in a while.
We're going to do great.
Yeah.
Definitely disappointed, but I don't know. We split it with the Dodgers. That's pretty cool. Gosman looked great. I think we'll be fine for Game 3.
I think Gosman did great, so I feel like the energy's good for Game 3.
Well, we're hoping that we're going to win some in LA, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what.
Do you feel okay?
I feel okay. I'm still hopeful. Still 5 more games, hopefully.
Early days yet, early days. You know, we knew the Dodgers were going to be a strong team. It's we'll come back. We'll come back. I'm very confident.
Like everyone, you do a lot of work to get ready for it, and different wind up than out of the stretch for sure. They were ready. You know, I think that you just give him credit. He tunneled everything really well, held his velo, spotted his heater really well. I don't think it was for a lack of prep or, you know, it's deception. You know, there's definitely some deception in the delivery too, but he was on his game.
Joining me now is Scott Belford, host of the Walk Off podcast. Thanks for being with us today, Scott. Talk about a tale of 2 games here. Game 1 and Game 2. I mean, they couldn't look more different.
Yeah, Melissa, it was definitely 2 very different games. And I mean, the difference maker in Game 2 was definitely Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who went the distance, went 9 innings, complete game. And he really did dominate this Blue Jays lineup. There were a couple of times within the game where the Jays could have scored early. I know they had George Springer on third base with nobody out in that first inning and just weren't able to cash him in. And that wound up being a difference maker there. Kevin Gosman put up an incredible start for this Toronto Blue Jays team. And he did really go heavy on the fastball, which kind of made me nervous around the 5th or 6th inning because they saw so many of that fastball. I was worried they might get burned, and that Will Smith home run wound up being kind of the difference maker there. And then they had a sloppy 8th inning, but they head back, but they head to LA now, and they just need to put up a win or 2 on the road and bring this series back to Toronto.
Now, when you're looking at our opponent here, was Game 1 or Game 2 kind of more representative of their style of play?
What's really funny is I think it's somewhere in the middle here. So the Los Angeles Dodgers are obviously a juggernaut for a reason. They're obviously the favorite for a reason. And the Jays came out, and I think they caught them a little flat-footed, got to their bullpen, and put up some big-time runs here. And then in Game 2, they just couldn't get into the bullpen, which is where, if there is any weaknesses on this Dodgers team, they exist. So, you know, if there's somewhere middle ground they can get to, I think we're going to see some really close games as this series continues into the meat of it.
So we got a chance here to catch our breath. Looking ahead to Game 3, what are you expecting?
I think Shane Bieber is going to come up big. He is a big-time pitcher, and there's a reason why the Blue Jays went out and acquired him at the trade deadline from the Cleveland Guardians. He has the experience in these big moments. He's pitched in the playoffs before, and we've seen him kind of step up from that first game he had where he struggled a little bit in New York, but he looked quite good in the ALCS, and I think we're going to see him continue to improve his game. And really, we'll see, too, an extra day off doesn't hurt the Blue Jays, as Bo Bichette's still obviously quite sore and maybe isn't at 100%, so that gives him a little bit more rest, and would love to see Bo Bichette in this lineup come Game 3.
And we're expecting to see Max Scherzer as well, right? We saw that interaction between Max Scherzer and Schneider at the mound when they were in Seattle. I wonder what you're expecting from him.
I think Max Scherzer is about as seasoned as they come. He is going to be cool as ice. in game 4, and he's going to bring a calmness to the rest of the team who don't have those experiences in these big moments. So I think he is kind of the ace in the hole for the Blue Jays. Old man Scherzer got it done for us in the ALCS, so we just cross our fingers and hope we see a repeat of that come game 4 in the World Series.
All right, now a 5-game series we're looking at now that it is tied up at 1 each. Scott Belford, host of the Walk Off podcast. Thanks for being with us.